Hello folks, to a brand new game. Redout. It's a, what are they called? Anti-grav racer or something? I don't know. As always, of course, I am Falcon, your host. And this is an interesting game. I've only played this a tiny bit. So we're basically going in more or less blind. Have very little experience with this particular game. And frankly, my experience with racing games in general is somewhat limited. I mean, I've played a fair number back in the day, but nothing anytime even more recently. And the... I don't know. I just haven't played these kind of games a lot recently, so we'll see how it does. I don't know. We'll see. I do have one little problem that I've had with this game. Every so often, it hitches. It's not a complete freeze, but it kind of is a freeze, but just for like a second, just for like literally 1 second, or even like half a second. I have no idea why. It does it even here on the menu, which you guys obviously won't be apparent on the video here, and wouldn't be apparent most of the time. Even if you're just messing around, but it is apparent if you're trying to go through like the options and stuff. Like I'll try to change something or try to change like what's selected on the screen here, and it'll freeze for a second sometimes. So it's a little annoying. We are playing with controller because these kind of games are really much better to do with a controller. They do have a variety of options, which I like. I am running with the standard Redout option because the sticks are what, of course, you can use to control the thing. Left stick is going to be steering, but the right stick is going to be strafing and pitch. And now this is why I'm using the Redout particular control scheme as opposed to the other ones, because you see, if we change it here, it's going to change to camera controls and look back. And the strafing will be on the shoulder buttons, and pitching is actually going to be along with steering. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, that wouldn't probably be too terrible, but I feel like being able to do the strafing and pitching should really be on the other stick, as opposed to where it is. Now, the only problem with the stuff being done on the other stick is it makes it difficult to be able to do that stuff and hit the turbo button, which is going to be A at the same time for your power-ups and whatnot. It's a little bit of an issue, although there is the option to hit turbo with the left bumper there, as you can see. So, somewhat alleviates the problem, but not completely. So I don't know, maybe arcade wouldn't be a bad option, but classic I think is just terrible. It's really bad, because you use the A button to accelerate and stuff, and it's just their choice of buttons I think is just ridiculous. I might try arcade, maybe, but for the moment we're going to stick with Redout just because I want to see how that goes. Now we do of course have the volume of things turned down because we're recording, and as we know, things are generally entirely too loud when you're trying to record. I do like that they have the option to go kilometers or miles. Now, I live in America. I'm far more used to miles. I do, have a vague idea of what the hell kilometers are and, like, their relationship and, whatnot, but when I'm looking at speeds and things, I far prefer for it to be miles, because I'm actually going to understand that more, because that's what I'm used to dealing with on a daily basis. So, we're going to go with miles. Resolution quality, now of course the video is being downscaled to 1920 by 1080, but I'm playing on 1440 because I have a 1440 monitor, so it looks better on that for me. This is the one thing that I do kind of complain about on their thing here, is you have nothing but low, normal, high, and epic, which doesn't tell you a damn thing. I don't know what this really means, other than, the vague general idea. But it really has, I have no fucking clue. Whatever. There isn't a max FPS setter here, which is nice, and I do like that you can change it to whatever. You can lock it to any FPS that you want, which is nice. And it does actually work, and even works well with my, my monitor and G-Sync, because if I set it to one of these options, I can look at the G-Sync FPS on my monitor, and it'll actually change to whatever it's locking it to, which I like. It actually works. We also set it to 144 because that's the max that my monitor can do. Well, technically my monitor can do 165, but I have to fiddle with it and do things to make it do that, so 144 is basically the max. And I don't know what the hell portals are, but relatively good settings menu. There's a few options, and I think they could expand on it and explain exactly what the hell some of those options mean, but for the most part it works. Alright, so we're gonna go jump in career here. I do have a relatively limited amount of time to play, because my friend is coming over, and we're going to go grab some food, because I haven't really eaten anything that serious today. So, yeah, food's probably a good idea. So, welcome to the Solar Redout Racing League Pilot. Select your starting ship now. Now, there's a bunch of starting ships. There's essentially different corporations that do the ships here. And you pick your corporation and what ship you want. There's also a bunch of different classes. The higher classes are the faster, better ships. And all of the different corporations essentially have the same kind of, like, focuses. Like this one is not focused on acceleration or speed. It's focused more on boost, which is the energy pool and recharge speed. But everything else is really pretty poor. There's this one, which is a little more focused on acceleration, max speed, and grip, but really bad boost. And their structure, which is how tough the ship is pretty poor too. This one, which is the most probably balanced of all of the companies, they're pretty nice. This one, which is really tough and really good grip, but pretty poor on everything else. And I guess their boost isn't too bad, but this one's basically the opposite. Pretty good on everything, but they're weak and poor structure. So you hit things a little bit, and you explode. This one, honestly, these guys look pretty bad, just in general. They have like the highest max speed, but everything else is fairly atrocious, including their acceleration, which means it's going to be hard to even reach that top speed, so, Preferably, generally I prefer the more balanced type things, because they seem to work better. Now, you can do a bunch of different color settings. This, of course, is default, which is alright, I guess. Most of these color settings are pretty terrible, frankly. See, like, I'm hitting buttons here. When I was on 6, I was hitting buttons, and it didn't do anything. It was, like, frozen for a second. I kind of like this one the most, because it's got the yellow, orange, and black, which I think is some of the better choices. They're all pretty terrible, but... And the color choices, by the way, are essentially the same for all the different companies. There's really no difference there. So we're going to go with this one. Her ship is sponsored by the Federation. Choose carefully. Unlock the ship? Yeah.
You are now ready to race.
Select our first
an event from the next event.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say there, buddy. Now, there are power-ups that you can get. Now, we need to be higher level. We're level 1. We haven't done anything yet. We have no money. Yeah. So we can't do anything there. But, so we need to select the next event. There's a couple of different options. Pure time attack, which is not an actual race, but we might try and give that one a shot. I've actually done this before on this track, so when I was just trying to race around, just with like a, not in the career, but just in the basic, like quick race thing, just to try and get an idea of the controls and stuff. And then there's an actual race. We might try and do the time attack first, just so I can show you guys the basic how to run, how the game works, basically. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. You will undoubtedly see this hitching and strange freezing that happens every couple minutes or whatever. every minute or two. I'm not really entirely sure exactly how often it happens, but you'll definitely see it during the race here. There will be times when it will freeze. Again, I have no idea what's causing that, so that is really damn loud.
3, 2,
okay.
1, go.
Ooh. Again, anti-gravity type game. Woo! Will take me a little bit of getting used to. If this is anything like... Nope. Okay. If it's anything like the first time I was playing this race and whatnot, I will get substantially faster as we go. Yeah, see, as I hit the wall there, it froze for just a second. It is noticeable, but it isn't really that big of a deal. At least it hasn't been for me yet. Now, when you hit certain parts of the track, you have to do the pull up. Oh, see, there's a big freeze. Wow, that one actually lasts a couple seconds. And it is definitely noticeable, obviously. When you hit something like this, you have to actually use the you have to pull up. That's why you really need to be able to have that be somewhere where you can reach it easily. The strafing is also useful, but not as important, I feel.
New record.
So, yeah, so our gold rate are replaced. We have bronze. We need to speed up, though. We need to get faster. I shouldn't really be hitting the walls here like this, but oh well. We are definitely going to be able to hit silver, I think, on this next round. And when I had played the before this, the first time I had done or whatever, when I was playing just for the hell of it, I did actually reach what would be gold here. So I have actually achieved gold before. We'll see how we do this time. I really like this game. I think it needs a little bit of work, but it's pretty good, though. It is pretty good. I think I do need to change the other control scheme because I'm trying to hit boost, and it makes it very difficult to be able to hit boost without... Oh, huge freeze. Again,
New record.
it's definitely hard to accomplish. Oh, we just didn't get silver. Damn. That sucks. Ooh. Wow, we were so close to silver there, and now we're actually falling behind on this right now. Which is no good. We need to actually be moving faster, not slower. Hitting the walls and stuff here is not helping me any. Well, I think it's probably going to be our fastest time then, because I don't think we're going to be able to really speed up here enough to reach what we need to reach. Maybe. I've actually started using the shoulder button for the... Oh, maybe. We can not fuck up.
New record. Finish.
Ooh, alright, well we got a silver, we didn't quite get a gold.
Congratulations. Silver medal awarded.
Like I said, the first time I did this, I actually got what would have been a gold. So it was possible for me to do it. It is just a little difficult to actually accomplish. Oh well, it's fine. Or could we try? Honestly, I probably should have, but eh. Okay, whoa, that unlocked a lot of stuff. Now, it looks like we can go back and try to replay it. You see the reward, the possible reward, is actually less than it was, though. Because we'd be replaying it. Which is fine. Totally fine. But, eh. Okay, well, let me see here. Trying to see... Alright, we still got some time. We can probably do one race. And then we're going to have to go forward. Or I'm going to have to quit recording so I can get ready for my friend to get here. But it's fine, though. We can do a race. We can show off a little bit. Alright, so see, your ship can repair itself when damaged. You just have to not grind on the walls or floor or whatever. A little bit, and you'll be fine. Now, this is going to be the same track that we were just on.
3,
Only 2 laps,
2,
though, so...
1, go!
I have no boost. Oh, well, bye. I was in the wrong goddamn button. Alright, so now we're doing an actual race, so now we have to actually compete against the AI guys here. Alright, we're in 3rd. Coming up on number 2. Now we're in 1st place, for the moment. Nope, we lost 1st place. It's fine. Still doing good. Still doing good. We're not that far behind him. Not too far behind. You see this, we read out there a little bit. That's actually, you can actually pass out. This track is not really, I think, going to really put us in too much danger of that in reality, but it is possible to black out when you go over wall, or over like little jumps and stuff. Oh, riding a little too much on the wall there. We lost too much speed and some health from it.
Final lap.
Oh, big freeze. Alright, so we got ahead, as you saw. Now we need to try really hard to keep ahead. Which could prove mildly difficult, but should be doable. We just have to avoid hitting walls and shit too much, and we should be alright. Or the ground. You can go down into the ground, too. Not taking advantage as much as I need to be of the ability to strafe and stuff, because I think I could avoid... Ooh, the fuck? Oh, see, that was me grinding against the ground, because I didn't pull up. Which causes you to lose speed, of course, and can really mess you up. Alright, and we won.
Finish.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Gold medal awarded.
Yeah. So I think those are going to be slightly better than, or slightly easier to do than like the time attack things are. See, I was a good almost 2 seconds ahead of number 2 there. So we were pretty good ahead of them. But number 3 was even further behind us. Of course. And see, it helped because our best lap was actually more than 2 seconds faster than number 2. So we were substantially ahead there. You know, it's funny. Number 3 and number 4 actually had faster laps than number 2 did. But number 2 still managed to win. It's a little strange, but... unsurprisingly, number 6 had the slowest lap of everyone. Okay. So, gives you a little bit of a taste of this game. Once we hit level 3, we will have unlocked some power-ups. You can buy new ships. So we could spend 6,000 something to unlock this ship. Once you hit level 6, you can spend 30,000 to unlock any of the level 2s. Looks like 6.5 is going to be 6,500 is going to be the price of all the level 1s. 50,000 for level 3s, 90,000 for level 4s. With obviously corresponding increases in level required to reach them. So we'll be doing some more of this. I don't know anything about the power-ups because they're still locked and I haven't been able to look at them, so yeah, we will see. We'll see how it goes. This is actually a different track. You see Kalima, and then this is Simum? Sure, and that's even a different track. So, yeah. we'll have to come back and play through some of these and try to figure out what we're doing. I might try to go through and do a time attack again on this to try to get gold on that one. And then we'll advance a little bit into the next races. So, I will see you folks in the next episode. Take it easy. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. Particularly because this is the first episode of a new series, please do like and subscribe if you enjoy my stuff, because it does help me out quite a bit. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.